Hello and welcome to Naivety Gaming. I'm your host Matt, and this is the 41st week of Cheap Weekly Thrills. For those who don't know, Cheap Weekly Thrills is where I browse Steam and find games that have been released in the past week for $5 or less. This week is the week of Tuesday, July 10th, 2018. Last week we had a lot of fun with week 2 of the Steam Summer Sale with Sunken. So again, I would recommend that you go check out that video. We had a lot of fun and it's a great game, and like I said, I would absolutely recommend it. But considering that was last week, that is not at all what is this week. And for this week, I hope I'm pronouncing this name correctly. The name is Supesu. Supesu. This is a small dimensional puzzle game where you can spend an hour or two while listening to relaxing music. Rules are quite simple. You need to lead the ball to its finish line. So the developer and publisher is GrowFall Studios. The price is currently 40% off until this Friday. So grab it for $1.20. before it returns back to its $2 price tag on Friday the 13th. Yes, that is this Friday. When I first looked at this game, I initially thought I was going to have a lot of issues graphically. The graphics look great, but my poor little Asus laptop here has an integrated graphics card, so its minimum requirements of this game for a graphics card being a NVIDIA GeForce GT 730 seemed a little bit outrageous. So I was actually skeptical enough where traditionally with this I'll record the game and then I'll record this review introduction by the game and then play the game to test it and then record that spot. But this week, I actually made sure that I could run this game before reviewing it, and turns out we can. So, I shall go open up this game real quick, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Hello and welcome to Supesu, a puzzle, interdimensional space puzzle game. I don't even know. So the controls are actually incredibly simplistic. Right click, hold the drag to move around to be able to view, left click to activate your selection of movement or being able to rotate in objects and whatnot. And then of course the scroll wheel to be able to zoom in and out. So with this, I shall left click this here and shall pull it out and shall hit this guy here, and we have completed the map. So we'll click the little marble there and I'll initiate into this area. So generally what you're doing is you're selecting these other kinds of blocks to be able to rotate or to be able to pull your marble towards it, and just making sure that you have the space to do it. So this here, so our yellow blocks are to move apparently, our orange blocks are to pull closer, and these rather thin ones are to move other objects in the area. This thin one here is the one to pull the marble towards the finish line. Oh boy. So the one thing with this game is because how it looks and is laid out, it can look incredibly daunting and near impossible to begin with. So I'll kind of move into about this view here, and I shall see which one this moves first. I'll actually bring this over here so I get a more clear of a view. Okay, so that one's lined up. We shall move this here so it's not quite there. I think we're lined up there. This one here, we're not. Here, we're not still. In this specific instance of a level, I presume you could relate this to the equivalent of trying to pick a lock, trying to unlock a lock. Because this generally is the system to which how you unlock a numerical padlock, where it's got the spinning numbers or whatever. Is you get the first layer and then you start moving and then we'll get to the next layer and then, you know. I would assume, I'd hopefully presume that most of you at this point of time have used a padlock, so otherwise, how? How have you not? So, in this situation here, it looks like we're trying to go back, get pulled over. I'll move that now. I'll move that over, so I'll pull it this direction, and then we're there? I don't know, let's go find out. So it's directly in the way. There we go. I think that's it. That might be it. We're gonna find out momentarily. Okay. How does this one work? Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, we finally got there. 1 or 2 more levels? Oh? That's a really interesting mechanic. Huh. Unfortunately, that will be a little bit time consuming, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of application those will be used in. Oh, here we go. Oh boy. So I want this here and this here. Okay, that one I think is good. There we go. I shall do one more level. And I think this is all I'll be able to do. Where do I even begin? Here. Here. And here. So now... Okay, so that's good there. That one's good there. We'll move that there. Do we have a clean shot? We do not. We've got... Yep, okay. So I think that's open. Okay. So we've got that little green block there. Which one's in the way now? Okay, this guy here. So we've got that one. Yep, I think we're good. we'll move that yellow block, and now we'll start with this mess. I think we're there. We are there. The one thing that I will state before we get too much further is I will absolutely concur with its description. The music is very relaxing, and there are a lot of games where it feels like that the audio and the music are kind of second afterthoughts to the video game itself. I think the sound design and the music both are very fitting and really give you the kind of fits the style that you're floating in space. Because there are a lot of games that try to say that space is exciting and have got like rock music going on in the background, and well, that's not really space. Space is this very vast, large, slow moving place. So using rock music is quite the opposite of what you should be doing. So anyway, tangent over. We finished the level. Do I dare? I'm gonna attempt this one because it doesn't appear. What appears to be... This should probably be the easiest level, shouldn't it be? Okay, sweet. So, I'll stop with there, but I do want to point out one thing. One quick little thing. I really actually appreciate with their options menu the simplicity. The one thing that I do have a slight concern about is its oversimplicity, where you might have issues trying to figure out what all these things are. It took me a while to figure out that this wasn't brightness and this was graphics quality, and then this seemed quite intuitive that it was the resolution, and then that was the sound of the volume. I found that the key controls were a little bit interesting, that you would be using right click as you're kind of scrolling through versus being able to do a nice simplistic left click and left click on everything. And it's unfortunate that there's no options to be able to do some key binding, but I'm going to be very blunt. This is some really nitty gritty stuff. The quality of this game is superb. The graphics are amazing. It's really well designed and well produced. The sound design is amazing. The music is awesome. And I don't know. Like I was saying, the minute concern over controls is really, like I said, minute. But I really enjoy this game. This is really cool, and I want to continue playing more puzzles. But if I do that, then it's going to be an hour-long recording of me just... Oh, so I should just do this here, and then move that there, and... Anyway, I'm on a tangent again. This was Supesu by GrowFall Studios, and I personally really enjoy this game, so for $1.20 until this Friday, I would definitely recommend it and definitely pick it up if you're the type of individual, like myself, who appreciates puzzle games. So like I was saying, this was Supesu. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to like and subscribe to our recently... I noticed that we had a spike in subscribers, so to all of our new subscribers, hello, thank you for subscribing, we appreciate it. Just make sure that you stay subscribed. We have some great content coming up, lots of great new gameplays, some new personalities coming on, and we hope to see that you all stick around because we have some great stuff coming up. If you are an indie developer and you'd like me to feature your game during one of these weeks of cheap weekly thrills, and you have a game coming up that you're going to be releasing, send me an email at matt@theextraneouszone.com. matt@theextraneouszone.com. I'd love to be able to get in contact with you and be able to review your game. So again, my email is at matt@theextraneouszone.com. So this was the 41st week of Cheap Weekly Thrills, and I hope to see you guys next week, where we review and play through some other amazingly well-produced indie games. So, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.